Alright boys, so today we have a fire video. I've been wanting to do this for a while. My good boy Andrew, he was one of those guys that was in that group. I think all of us were in a very similar place last year, but I think all of us in that coming up 2024, 2025 group, he's one of those people that went up, was in a lower place back then, now has been hitting consistent 100K months. Same thing with a lot of guys that are absolutely killing it in the space, and I'm going to be breaking down his business right now. He's absolutely killing it with the UGC market right now, and you guys are probably seeing him go along right now, consistent 100K months, and I'm going to be chopping down his business and what I think he can do to get to $1 million per month, hypothetically, because everyone wants to get to that point. But first off, I'll let you kind of like break down your business, Andrew, and kind of what you're doing and what your goals are so far.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a pretty simple funnel. I was talking to Jace before the video. We ran one webinar, didn't pan out, so we went to DMing to book a call. We have a setter, then do a closer. Pretty simple. Fulfillment and marketing is handled by myself as well as my team.
Okay, yeah. Sweet. So give me the breakdown, like how long have you been at 100K per month so far, and then what does like the fluctuation look like just in 2025 since it's the first kind of month of 2026?
I mean, I started this business in February of last year, so February 2025.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, and then we hit our first 100K month. It was either August or September. No, it was July. It was July. And then we consistently have been hitting 100K months because we had 1 month where we dipped. I actually was in Bali, so I think it was July, August. Yeah, so we went 100K July, then August we dipped down because I actually ended up bringing on a closing manager.
Yeah.
He's great, but it just didn't really fit the system that well, and I don't think I needed one closer manager for one closer.
Yeah.
But
did that like tank like the margins? You gave him a lot of percentage? Yeah.
Gave up a lot of percentage. We actually did worse that month than the month before. But we've been hitting consistent 6-figure months for the past 3 to 4 months.
Sick. So like it really changed when you just took over a lot of control and just realized that you have to make those decisions.
Yeah, you know, because like I love this business, I love this space. When I'm too far away from it, it's not my business anymore. And I get that a proper business runs without you being there, but you know, I have the time right now while I'm young. I like being a part of it.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. So I know with you do like an interesting thing with affiliates, and you kind of mastered a really good affiliate channel, which evidently like I've seen a lot of, especially like older guys in the space, like this is how like huge info offers used to scale their info products a lot up, and it's honestly a channel that not a lot of people are like smart enough to run, so that's kudos. So kind of break down like what you've done to grow it to that mark so far. Like what's your biggest like channel, leverage channel?
I mean, aside from my personal brand, definitely leveraging the expertise of other UGC coaches and building one complete program. One thing that really helps us to communicate to potential buyers is this idea that, hey, I'm not just one guru, I'm a collective of 4 coaches, right? So maybe you might not align with myself because I'm an Asian male. Maybe you want to learn from, I don't know, a female Asian coach. Whether you align with myself or them, you have both options in one program. That's really helped us to sell.
Okay, sweet. Well, 100K a month is where like a lot of people like end, you know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of people like, their goal is that, and they can't really think farther. Now that you've been at a consistent 100K a month with, I'm not gonna lie, looking into a lot of coaching businesses, like a lot of people with 100K a month and they just make that their benchmark. They never really like get above that. But you've been there for a few months now.
I'm tired of it. Yeah, very tired.
Yeah. So what is your like long-term goal, like 2026? Like what's your catalyst? Let's just say by next Q4.
Right. I think bare minimum we should be doing $500,000 a month.
Yeah.
And again, like, not to make it all about money, but money is a very good indicator of how you're performing. It's just a very clear, you know, simple metric to look at, rather than just saying like, hey, what's your close rate? People just want to know, hey, how much are you generating revenue? So I say bare minimum $500,000. You know, would love to hit that $1 million mark, but that's why I'm here with you, talking to you, bro. Yeah.
Well, before I go into that, like I always like to ask, because like the money is so important, like proof of concept. Like I said, like there are literally like small, like what's it called, offers, like for example, my licensing offer, I see a lot of other offers where they just like, their whole USP is they had success in another business, and then they just apply that to like their coaching program, and they make a lot of money because it shows proof of concept that you're trustworthy because you actually make a lot of money yourself.
Right.
So it gives you a lot of potential there. Yeah, $500,000 a month. It is definitely like a lot of work that you have to do to get there, and there's a lot of channels you have to pull. Like for example, you have to run like multiple channels. But before we get into any of that, because like anytime that somebody is making a crazy amount of money, and anytime like their business is really going well and they're really only leveraging one channel, it means like you're in a really good spot because you haven't touched a lot of channels.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So,
I like that mindset actually. Yeah, 'cause I think the other mentality would be like, you're just not doing enough, which is true. But I always like to tell my team, I'm like, if we're doing this well with just this, imagine if we leveraged email marketing to its full extent, webinars to its full extent, ads. You know, there's so much that's untapped.
Yeah.
Realistically, we're a tenth of the way there in terms of hitting $1 million months.
Yeah. And that's good that you understand that because like, bro, info is one of those things where it's like never really, well, no business is really ever stable. So like if affiliate channels like turned off, or like UGC just kind of like took a dip, like you have other channels to like pull on. It's good that you kind of understand that. But
100%. And there's so many little UGC mentorships like popping up now, and they're just so bad. They don't know how to run a business. It's shocking to me. You know, I feel like I'm in a minority in the info space because I've worked the corporate side. And the biggest blessing in that having happened is the fact that I know how a business operates. I was working for AT&T, which is, you know, a Fortune 500 company, so there's certain SOPs, as we say, set in place. But it feels like nowadays, like a lot of TikTok shop mentors switched over to UGC. You know, they're barely hitting 5 to 10K a month because they don't know how to run a business. You know, it's just scamming.
Yeah. And that's the thing with coaching, bro. Like I don't even take those offers really seriously because like they'll be gone, bro. Like people will start the next thing, and then it's just like
it's just shiny object syndrome.
Yeah. But the good thing with you and the bad, like, do you know anybody doing like 500K a month UGC membership right now? Okay, so like I think it's good that we're like having this combo now because like a lot of times when you don't have like that further person like look up to, you kind of like feel like, oh yeah, I'm the shit.
For sure. I don't feel that because I'm around people like yourself, you know. But in the UGC space, definitely, I'm like, you know, if there was someone at 250, I'd be at 250 right now. Just because I like seeing my name and like, there's no leaderboard, but you know, I like seeing my name in the top tier. You know?
Well, luckily for you, like I don't know about like could probably find somebody at 500K a month with that offer, but there's multiple people that I know in the e-com space and people like that, millions of dollars a month. So I'm just gonna be going over what kind of they're doing, how you can apply that to your business, and I mean, bro, like if you act fast on this, like you could absolutely become like the face of that space and just keep going crazy and leveraging the swap that you have. So first off, before I get into any strategy or anything, what's like your USP and like why do people buy from you and like your story? 7/3.
In terms of my story, my program. Which one do you
like? Why do people like buy from you? Like, what is the main thing? Things that come up mostly on sales calls, this, that, and the third.
So
it could just be your offer is really good too.
Right, the offer is really good. Like the average student is making 3 to 5K per month, and they're touching their first digital dollar, which breaks so many limiting beliefs. But one thing that I always hear on my onboarding form, after everyone joins, we ask them, you know, what kind of pushed you over the edge? Typically, I'm Asian. Typically, I'm Christian. That's what it is, you know.
Asians are trustworthy, bro.
Yeah, Asians are trustworthy, and you know what? I think I'm gonna play to my strengths. I heard someone else saying on TikTok or Instagram the other day, it's like, in this life where it's like there's nepo babies, there's like people who are gifted physically, like why would you not use what you have to your advantage? You know what I mean? So definitely, like if people perceive me to be more trustworthy, I'm gonna leverage that. And you know, time and time again, I've heard people just say like our program is second to none just because of how much leverage we have in terms of multiple coaches. I think of other UGC programs and it's someone that's hasn't even hit 10K a month themselves as a UGC creator. So it's like, why would I want to learn from you personally?
What did you hit as like a UGC creator then that you leverage? Like, and what I mean that is like there's usually one thing that you always leverage on a sales call that will like push people over the edge. Like what pushes people over the edge?
I think just the sheer like presence of the brands that I work with, Nike, Adidas, Champ Sports, Puma, Under Armour, like I can go on about UGC UGC collaborations, Hollister, a bunch of big name brands, and you can't fake these results because I've had them on my Instagram for years.
Yeah.
So when people hear that, they're already convinced because of the resources, but a track record is just, it sells itself.
Yeah. I agree, bro. I always say like there's always like one simple thing or like one result that will always move people forward, and just like proof of concept to that. This is why most people can't sell. And like they're like brands who are just kind of selling off of like kind of manipulating people, or just being like, you know what I'm saying, like you only have this amount, or fear mongering to get rich with AI, this, that, and third. Bro, they never last that long. So like, do you still do UGC?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Actually, it's funny, my friend's like behind the camera, but we were just filming, or I was filming a video for, I won't say what brand because it's my friend's app. Or I guess I could. It was for Owen Erneman. It's for his Art Tech app, which helps people go viral predictably. But yeah, for a single video, $1,000 took like an hour.
Fire.
No, like 30 minutes to edit and film.
Yeah. Dude, I would keep doing that. I was just watching this video by Ryan Klog, because like I'm always
dude, he's goat. Yeah,
he's a G. I did an interview with him, but I was watching a video, and he was talking about like actually becoming a billionaire, like with your niche and what you would do, and he was saying like there's a lot of levers that this is totally off topic, but this is going to what I'm saying. There's a lot of levers you can pull to become like a billionaire, right? Like real estate, private equity, this, that, and the third.
Sure.
But the move is not to like go and hit all these like shiny object syndrome and maybe go and start a dog business, this, that, and the third. But you can play into all of those businesses with a single niche. So like for example, if you're UGC and if you want to do a $1 billion real estate play with your brand intact, you go buy a bunch of factories and start doing live UGC, a bunch of people in there, that real estate play, or like go and buy UGC businesses. And this is like what a lot of people do. Now, the reason I'm getting into this is like info, you should keep doing the UGC while you're doing info too. Because a lot of people, bro, like they fall off because all they do is info, and so they can't create value. Bro, the thing with me is like I'll always run my agency and then do like the whole licensing program for like,
because to be honest, info is not a business in my opinion as much as it is just like an active positive cash flow. What do I mean by that? Obviously you're making money, Andrew. Well, the thing is, info, there's essentially no overhead, software costs maybe, right? And like, people you pay out, but that they're on a percentage basis. They don't make money, you don't make money. So it is always going to be positive cash flow. And I think I heard, was it Dan Henry maybe said this? He was saying that info is not a real business. It should be used strictly to fuel other investments like real estate, But to back your hypothesis, like I definitely think you should still be in your skill while doing info. And that's also the selling point too. I tell people, hey, we're not just for gurus, we're for active coaches that are still actively making money from UGC. I mean, one of my coaches that I partner with in the program, she landed a deal recently for $27,500 for a UGC campaign. That's kind of veering more towards the influencer end, but still it shows that she's active.
No, that's so fun, bro. That proof of concept moves people forward even more.
Yeah.
Like whenever I'm on calls with licensing, I'm always like, the biggest selling point is the fact that I run my own business too. And they're active as all I say, bro, is like, listen, the reason you want to work with me is because you want to get to like a 7-figure agency. I already run a 7 to 8-figure agency. I have the systems that could get you there faster. The only simple way to get there fast, because I've already done it essentially, and it's continuously improving. And you have that same benefit too, bro. Like if you don't actually do UGC, you can't fucking do that,
It's silly. If you guys are considering purchasing from anyone, if they're not actively running that skill, you have to take a second and think. Obviously it's like, okay, if they're not doing the skill, like I don't know if I should buy from them. But really conceptualize that the person that you're learning from isn't even making money from what they're teaching you. Why would you learn from them,
Exactly. Super important. Proof sells so much. Okay, so sweet. So we'll get into some strategy plays here. I've talked to you a bunch about like other things that you should do. And obviously you have a lot of like things there, and I think like every single business running at like $500K to $1 million plus per month, they do have like multiple channels that they're consistently running.
I mean, I think ads is the number. I mean, we've spoken about it for months. For me, it's not that I'm scared to run ads. I just don't know how. And if I start something, I like having full conviction and like I know exactly how it's gonna play out. It's almost like. So I'm taking less of a risk. But. Okay,
sweet. So we'll break down everything. I think, so just so I'm clear, like the understanding. So we
Yeah.
have two buckets that you're really bringing your revenue in from. So it's organic and then it's affiliates, right? Okay. So just on average, let's say like you make $100K a month. We can either talk percentages or just certain cash. How much are you bringing in from affiliates, and then how much are you bringing in from content, just hypothetically? And you can just say percentages too.
I would say like 40% me.
Okay.
Yeah.
From organic, right?
Organic, yeah.
Okay. And then affiliates are 60, right?
Yeah, 60.
Okay, 60% and then 40%. And then if you want to just like, what's the margin difference on like you bringing in yourself and then affiliates you bringing in the money from them?
As in?
Like percentages that you give them and then margins that you give yourself, because we'll be talking about profit and stuff like that.
Right. Okay, so like if there's a $100 sale, for example, we don't sell that low, but just out of for context, I would bring in it'd be like 80% versus affiliate would be like half of that. Yeah.
Okay, so 40%,
Yeah.
which is not bad, because like if you have a good model to like obviously get referrals from like the people that affiliates bring in this, that, and the third, it's really good. Okay, sweet. So what is your sales structure look like at 100K a month? So you have a setter, you have a closer, and just that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Really
sweet.
Well, sorry, I have a setter manager.
Oh, a setter manager as
yeah.
well, and he gets about 5% of every sale, I'm guessing, because you
Yeah.
said 80%. Okay, sweet. Okay, and then just as far as this, like, how does the cycle look like, and what's your offer price at currently? Just
4K.
Like 4K. Okay. Do you have any like upsells or anything?
We're working on that right now actually, because we really should. Because 4K is like, it sells so high. Closing rate wise. But yeah, we have like a one-on-one that's 9K.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 to 9K. So
technically 10K off call, but yeah, 9K on call.
okay, so I'll just put this here. So then 4K is just not 1-to-1, right? It's just like group community mentorship. You like provide opportunities for them as well.
Yeah, so that's also one huge selling point. We have something called like the daily deals doc. We have an in-house partnership strategist. So she's great. Her name is Bree. She sources deals for the creators daily. You know, like about 4 to 5 deals a day.
Okay, yeah. Sweet. Which that's super sick. So, what is your what does the acquisition strategy look like? Just like, so do you do just like many chat CTAs and then the setters go and set them? Do you like do direct CTAs, book a call to VSL?
No VSL.
No VSL.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything goes to the DM. So we get a ton of inbounds, like hundreds of inbounds a day, and then story posts. You know.
Okay. So on the like when you do the story post, do you do like just a CTA to like a calendar, or do you just always
no CTA
do
to my DMs?
Oh, okay. So it's always just DMs to setter, pretty much, essentially, even if it's like warm out.
What do you mean? What would you do? Like to a calendar?
Well, yeah. So a lot of times we'll just do a CTA just to a calendar, and then they'll follow up. But
I know that. Okay.
Yeah.
We typically like to have more of a conversation, because your buyers are a bit more sophisticated in the sense that they're not business owners, or they are business owners. For us, it's a B2C market, so we're helping people touch their first digital dollars, I like to say. So let's have more of a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, one of the biggest things for me that I really like to do, not only for myself but like for every single offer, is have somewhat of like a private Loom video that you have like explaining the program directly.
Is that the Evergreen thing?
Evergreen
yeah,
video.
I've seen that.
Do you have anything like that?
No, because at the frequency that we're selling at, and you know how many people we talk to, it's nearly impossible, because I have like hundreds of DMs a day.
Yeah.
But I made a video talking about limiting beliefs and tying that into UGC, but it's definitely not personalized to every single person that comments. It would be impossible.
Okay, sweet. So I'm gonna make a little chart here. So I know you said you have hundreds of messages a day. How much calls do you think you're booking per week?
About 30 to 35.
30 calls per week. Okay.
Yeah, 30, 35.
30, 35. And then between that, like let's just say month over month, and the months that you do make like 100K, what's your closing rate usually on that?
60.
60%?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is double the industry standard, which makes me think, okay, we definitely need like a high ticket, like a proper high ticket offer.
Yeah. And that's on. Is that both for the 9K and the 4K? You think?
I mean, on a call we offer both. So I don't really know what the split is between just 4 or just 9.
Okay. And do you know what your show up rate on BDC is? Because usually it's a lot of times it's really low because they don't know what the fuck it is.
I would say it's our show rate is about 80%.
Okay.
75 to 80%.
Okay.
It's pretty high because we're just a lot more intentional in our messages.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how is that? Do the setters just like make sure that they're confirming their call or make sure that they're showing up?
You don't get paid unless they show up.
Yeah.
And I'm very vocal about that with my setters, and my setters are great. I absolutely love my setting team. I love my management team. I love my closer. Everyone's great, and they're very well aware. Like I don't have to beat around the bush. They know that they're not getting paid if the person doesn't show up.
Yeah.
So
okay.
24 hours before, 8 hours before, 3 hours before reminder.
Okay.
Make sure they're on the call.
Sweet. And it's always just like a one call close, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Now, as far as like the so I know most of your videos are like the CTA, kind of like they're all pretty much like the DM CTA, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are they usually getting in the DMs? Like, why do they usually DM you? Like, what's the incentive?
I have like a full 16-page UGC guide.
Mm-hmm.
It is very top of funnel, so if someone doesn't know what UGC is, that can help them.
Yeah.
Typically, it's a free read because who doesn't like something free, and then it really kicks off the conversation. And it helps to explain who I am too.
Yeah.
You know, my background, how I started UGC, how someone like yourself can start it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So solid numbers here for sure. Now I guess we can get into like the most important thing, just so I can kick off like improvements is on the third.
Yeah.
What do you think, like from your biggest standpoint, and that you and your team talk about all the time, or that maybe things seem far off? What do you think is the biggest bottleneck, just for certain term of improvement?
So I was calculating the numbers. I think King Jesus
is calling me.
The bottleneck right now, if we have more calls, I mean, it's so simple. I was talking to my friend about this. If we have more calls booked, we're making more money. I don't have another closer right now.
Yeah.
If you're watching this video and you're a good closer, let me know because I'm in dire need of a great closer. The closing market is pretty bad right now. I think the last 2 people I spoke to, one, their close rate was 15%, another was 23%. That means out of 10 people you speak to, only 2 people are closing. It's terrible. So yeah, I'm really strict about who I want on my team, and to be honest, that's the biggest bottleneck.
Yeah. Do you like do you push calls back pretty far then because you don't have another closer?
4 days.
4 days.
That's not too far, but I mean we want to be in that three-day range because you just lose a bit of hype and momentum.
Okay. I mean, does not having another closer like affect your sales process on the calls you're booking?
No, but I'm just saying like if we had more closers,
Yeah.
more spots on the calendar, because I mean right now I don't even have a US based closer.
Okay.
You know, and that's a huge miss. Because you can't take calls after 5 p.m. when people are done working in the US.
Oh shit, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably like we could talk after. I have some clothes that need a spot. That
Yeah?
US
Are they
based.
good though?
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
really good
What's their
ones.
close rates?
Well, a lot of them are like plus 60%. So I'm really
Okay,
cool
I need
offers
that.
too.
I need that. Yeah.
But we can talk about that for sure. With that, besides like having a closer, because I say that time zone is very dire for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other bottleneck? The other bottlenecks that you can pinpoint on based on just
Ads is such a big miss right now.
Yeah.
It's such a, and I'm talking to the right guy.
Yeah.
But it's just such a big miss because I have a golden ticket offer. You
Yeah.
know, meaning that we have the exact tools to help someone, a stay-at-home mom,
Yeah.
a 9-to-5 employee, a college student, make thousands of dollars per month from this thing right here.
Mhm.
And so if that's the case, I mean, to me, I'm just like, I just don't know how to run ads. And I think when I first met you, you were helping Cruz Brooks, a fitness coach, with like image ads, and those did pretty well. So,
Yeah, bro,
I
bro,
think-
like a 25x ROAS.
was it 25? That's
yeah.
insane.
It's
Off of an
crazy.
image ad?
Like just in 1 week essentially, but
No
they always
way.
stabilize at max.
I mean,
like
25 is
10x.
ridiculous. Yeah.
He was going crazy 1 month. But damn, bro. So the only reason is because you just didn't know like what you're doing with the ads and stuff like that.
I have no clue.
Okay.
I have no clue.
The thing with thing with organic too, especially when all of your content is going off of organic, my main ad strategy too is like leveraging organic and running like
target
to that essentially.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And I'll kind of show you what I'm doing, but it is like a dire like need to like run ads right now because this is like a very big peak at what you're doing, and you could get ad costs really really low. You want to, I'll just explain it the best way. You want to run ads when you're in a really good position, as if like you could go to zero tomorrow, because when things could be really really cheap because you have the momentum to like add organic, right? Like you're printing cash right now. Things will be really cheap on ads. Besides, like what a lot of the mistakes that people do is they wait till their business like goes down a bit and they're like fuck, and then they start running ads, and then it's like yeah, bro, their acquisition cost is way higher because the market is a little bit down. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so do you do ads to gain new followers, or
Yeah.
so fun?
I'll show you what we're doing with ads and what I think like exactly you should do, and I think this is gonna be like a little bit of a damn, bro. Like
okay. I've been waiting for this conversation for a couple months,
but does that make sense though? Like the whole like you don't want to wait until things are actually down to start like.
That's what a lot of things, not just ads. It's so funny you said that though.
Yeah. Bro, a lot of people do that, and then eventually don't have money to run ads.
It's Miami.
But yeah, so I'll go over that. So we'll talk about ads, and then I do want to, after ads, I'll talk about just like running a webinar process, because that would be fucking good for you. And then the back end process. So before I go into ads, do you take do you have any models where you take rev share besides like brands or like of like any?
No, everyone asks me to like, dude, just take rev share from your creators, because I have creators making like 20K a month. Right? Yeah. I just said no.
Yeah. That's like another model where they money as well. But we'll go over that. So I'll show you kind of like the main strategy that we use to run ads and that you could absolutely print right now. So I'll pull up your brand just so like we can kind of see like the main things. Money. So your main thing, which you get a lot of growth. I think most of these videos have like the same CTA, no?
It's always the same UGC. But this was actually like a UGC ad from my friend Owen and CJ Weber.
Oh, okay.
For their app.
So like comment UGC and I'll show you how. You send the third.
Triggers the comment to send an ad.
Okay, sweet.
Or sorry, free guide.
Oh, free guide. Yeah. Okay, these are tough. And so yeah, all of it is off of organic. And which is really really good because it's really really easy.
I still post enough too, bro. I post maybe 3 or 4 times a month.
Yeah. So bro, here's like the main strategy that would really work for you. So I use, and this is like my favorite ad strategy to run because you just have so much leverage with this. So obviously like a lot of people know what retargeting is and they just try to run like what I did with Cruise Brooks is before then, like I literally just ran a retargeting image ad. I wouldn't do that anymore. Just start off with just all off because he has like so much content. So I was just testing that. What I would do now is you literally have content that people are engaging in that you can literally just run traffic to with an ad and then go and retarget that traffic. So the main thing that I do, bro, is I take this like direct response traffic, direct response content, which if you guys don't know what direct response is, I talk about this all the time. It's content that drives an action. Which is like a DM. Entertainment content doesn't hit as much as direct response content that they go in, right?
What else could that direct response be besides like a share or a save?
Yeah, well, direct response content could also be like, you know what I'm saying, like a huge video, they just do a CTA at the end, but it's super educational. It's meant to like push them through. Like a VSL, it's direct response, this and the third. So direct response content. And basically what you're gonna do is I'm gonna go over a broad category, then I'll go over actually some meta, like going deep into meta ad settings and shit like that, the nerdy stuff. But this would be like an engagement ad, right? And so basically what you do, and I spelled that wrong. I was like, engagement, however you spell that. And what you're doing basically from this is you're literally just boosting this. So I'll write this as a little note here. Is an engagement ad on the campaign is you're like taking the existing traffic, content, and running profile view or follower ads. So if you see sponsored and then you see view Instagram profile, they're running engagement
Oh, that's between stories?
ads on that. Yeah, well, stories, you can run it as reels, this, and the third. When you set up the campaign, you go to ad set, and then you just turn on like broad, this, and the third, A+, and then you run those.
You want to go back to my Instagram real quick so I can show you something?
Yeah.
Because I think I have... So, you see the one up top?
Yeah.
That's like my best performing reel. Like majority of my traffic has seen, I mean pretty much 95% of people have seen this video. So would you run ads to this one or like create a different type of video where it's more like, hey, my name's Andrew, here's what I do?
Well, absolutely I'd run it to this one. So here's what you can do. So like with this engagement content, also with this engagement like ad set, right? So this is the campaign, by the way, just I'll show structure. So like I'll go over this too. So I'll be like campaign, engagement, and then this would be like the ad set right here. So like the ads. So like direct response content.
Okay.
On this though, you can run like 5 to 10 different videos. And what Meta does is it just like on the new content, it will just spend whatever is like performing the best and whatever is getting the cheapest.
Wait, was that the new update that they had? That's like, I think they had like a new, wasn't there like a major update to the ads? I don't really know that.
Yeah, there's always updates to that. They've always done that. You can set up controlled spending, but like you want to let Meta do its thing and spend whichever is like doing the best. So whatever like is getting the cheapest, what's it called, like cost per view, this, that, and the third, and like playthrough rates, then it's gonna like spend the most. So just for example, I have like some ads thrown here. So like this is one of the content that we're doing. As you guys can see, like profile view ads and then bottom
for yourself.
funnel. This is for one of my clients. So these are just average metrics, and the book call metrics aren't average on this, aren't accurate on this because we use Hyros for tracking, so we don't track it on Meta.
Sorry.
So like this is the actual but as you see here, we're running profile view ads and then bottom of funnel campaigns, which I'll go over that in a second because they all play into each other. But bro, cost per through play, don't give me, I think they're like 10 seconds, either 5 to 10 seconds. So cost per 10 seconds, which means like it like will seriously impact like how people are gonna go and view this video. We're getting 1 cent cost per through plays. So 1 cent of everyone watching it 10 seconds of that video essentially. So basically if we're
what's a good range to be at for cost per?
Well, this is really cheap. This is really cheap. And so you can see we've spent only about, like, I want to see how much we've just spent on this campaign. We spent about $555 on this and gotten over 50,000 views through play. So that's like 10 seconds. 45,000 people watching over 10 seconds of the video. And then and I'll show you how we go and retarget those people. But very, very cheap. And just showing you kind of some metrics that we've gotten here. If you look, this is like the ad strategy that we're doing.
Okay.
These are going to lead to a sale, by the way. So it's not like the end all be all with this. And I'll show you how that works. But like obviously with this, and I run this ad strategy all the time, when you're getting like 4 cents, 2 cents, 1 cent cost per through play, and then you're leading them to a landing page, your landing page opt-ins on this would be like $1, you know what I'm saying? $4, $2 sometimes. And these can lead to like $8 book per call, $5 per call, right. $8 per call, which a lot of people are paying like $50 to $100 per call.
I was gonna say that's a really low.
Yeah, and so I'll show you exactly how we do this. So for this, you have like 5 to 10 different videos. So you would run ads, and just showing you guys an example. Like if I go to this profile view ad, you guys can see like in this, like we're running like 5 different ads. Some of them are case studies, some of them are.
Are you allowed to say who this is or?
No. It's one of my biggest clients. Q-Banks. It's not.
Oh yeah, okay.
Ads. Yeah. But we're doing this for everyone that has like a big brand and like the content.
Do I have a big enough brand, or would it need like millions?
Of course, I do this for my audience. I have like 12K followers, which is really, really good because you can always benefit from bringing more people to your following. And in fact, most people would say like, I already have so much followers. Why do I need to run more engagement ads to my profile? Bro, because you're constantly bringing in more people. They always need that more.
So okay, just so I understand, are you doing ads to gain more followers, or simply just retarget to the current ones?
Nah, I'll show you kind of how we're doing it, but. So I'll just go over the end game. So this is like one ad set, right? So like I'll just make this is one campaign right here. So you want to stack campaigns. So I'll just go over like first campaign, right? Which is an engagement campaign.
Okay.
Then what this leads into is I'll show you exactly what we're doing. So the end game for this, and I'll make a short little thing. What does this create? Well, there's certain things in Facebook that are called custom audiences, right? And you know what kind of custom audiences are, right? You can make an audience of people that
Like age, demographic, yeah.
Well, no, you can make a retargeting audience of people that are your current customers. You can put an email list inside of Facebook. You can put a custom audience of like your own traffic, like Instagram. People that viewed your profile over the last 365 or 180 days. People that messaged you over the last 180 days. People that viewed 10 seconds, 50% of a video, 75% of a video. So what we're basically going to do is a lot of people, their idea of like retargeting ads is you just retarget people that view your profile or that booked a call, and you try to get them a sale, you try to get them through the line. Now, that used to be really, really cheap, like in e-com days, and that's usually all people know about ads. What we're doing is we're speeding up the buying process with this. So have you ever heard like the touch point, like people need to watch a certain amount of your content to be ready to buy,
like 7 times or 7 hours, something like that.
7 hours of your content. So what we're doing here is we're speeding up the buying process. So let's say people go and watch your video, which usually what happens is if they, like let's say your 15 million view video, you go and run that as that engagement campaign, people are watching it, they're always going to get targeted with more of those videos as well, because it's just A+.
Okay.
We're going to set up a custom audience essentially, and we're going to set up about 3 custom audiences for here. And what that looks like is we're going to set up a custom audience, and it's going to have like these 5 to 10 different videos in there. So you can choose you can choose the videos on here, and we're going to do one for people that watch 10 seconds of that video, people that watch 30 seconds of that video, people that watch 50% of that video.
Of the 15 million view video?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of these videos. So you can add all these videos in the same category, in the same custom audience.
Okay.
And then like you can also do 75% for video and things like that.
I was asking because my videos are like really short typically, so but they wouldn't even be 30 seconds.
Yeah. So like I would just do honestly like 50% of the video. You can also do like 25, but these two, like 50% of the video and 75%, if they watch the whole thing, bro, especially direct response content, they're usually people that would watch it. So like think about this in the case that like, think about if you're making a really like boring educational video, but it's really targeted to people that would want to start UGC.
I make a lot of those.
Like, bro, the only single people watching that are people that would be interested in
that's
you know
interesting.
What I'm
saying? Okay, yeah. That's really interesting because like I make content sometimes where it's like no edits, super like quote unquote boring, but I know that if someone watches to the end, like they actually really care.
Yeah.
So you're targeting those type of people.
Yeah.
That's
but dude,
smart.
the mistake that a lot of people make
is
they'll retarget their audience who are all little kids starting clothing brands or something like that, or who all just like
want free stuff.
And then like they'll be surprised when nobody's buying it. Everyone's broken their funnel. You know what I'm saying? The ads don't work.
See what you're saying. Okay, that's interesting because I never knew how to pull that.
Yeah. But
interesting.
That's what that is. Now you've already warmed up with this content, and you're already getting the feedback that most people have seen that video, which is a really good sign. What do you do now from here? Well, there's another campaign. So this is like the second campaign, which is called your bottom of funnel campaign, and this is going to be straight to a book a call. Or you can lead them to like, you know what I'm saying, like the DMs. But I would lead them straight to like a VSL, or you can lead them straight to the DMs.
I prefer DMs, but
By the way, on this, you can also include not just profile view, but you can also include like just interacting with the video and like commenting on the thing. You can also run your little comment CTAs.
Wait, as opposed to what?
Like and it's engagement, but like. You know how you run like the comment UGC? You can also run those ads as this because it's all engagement at the end of the day. So,
I see what you're saying. Okay.
So people can still go and comment and do that.
And then so you know how you just said like it can go to book a call or it can go to like a VSL. Or sorry, I guess you could say it can go to a VSL / book a call or a DM. I prefer to go to the DMs. This might be a limiting belief, but I just feel like a lot of the people that we work with like having that conversation with us. Versus just like, here's a VSL. Yeah. And maybe that's based off my own buying habits as well. Yeah. But what would you say about that?
I mean, long term, you're gonna want to like push people all to like a VSL and then have some DM conversations open.
I agree. In order to scale to the masses.
Yeah.
But
right now, like that's totally fine. When people run DM ads up all the time. The good thing with this in the end time is like if your ads are printing, you have room to go and test different things. Because the truth is, you eventually do want like a VSL that just converts people, bro. You know what I'm saying? With your brand, with people that are really cold, you want to have like a 20 to 25 minute VSL, really long, because it's going to show like all of your proof, all of your education, all of your, it's gonna, yeah, that's sell people on the three things: the business model, your success with the business model, and then just you as a person, you as a brand in general, right? So you want eventually to have a VSL that just does that, because that's very, very scalable, and then you can scale that the right way. But right now, totally fine, because they need that DM conversation, obviously.
You have a VSL right now that's live?
Yeah, I do. It's a Loom video too, and it's very direct response. But so book a call / DM. This is just like a direct response action. And the second campaign, I'm just gonna go here, is what's it called? It's a lead campaign. I forget what that called a second. And so the lead campaign, and the metric is going to be either, like websites / obviously like DMs, which I put right here, obviously. So I'm just gonna go over here, and the content is going to be a direct response image / video. So it can basically say, hey, look, if you've been looking to get into UGC, I've been X, I've been #1 on WAP, I've been whatever your acknowledgements are. If you want to get into this is the best model to start, yada yada yada, like the direct response videos. What I usually always, like with Cruz's video, I would say, hey, if you're a man above the ages of like 30 to 35, you should not be focusing on your diet, you should not be focusing on this workout structure. Most people work out wrong. If you want to be shredded by summer, DM me this or whatever. And so it'd just be like a CTA based on this. And this could be like 5 to 10 different videos as well. But it's basically like, this is the catalyst to getting like a booked call now. And basically you can track who watched that content and then who watched this. Well, what do you do to scale this then? Well, to scale this, it's not really about like this content right here. The first thing you're looking at is the content that you're already creating and what you can test. The reason why this gets so fun is, let's say everything is working. So let's just do like a little green light thing. So I'll like make like a little green light based on like things are working. Okay. So like green light. The way that this would be working is, and I'll make this green in a second, is if you're getting sub $50 booked per call. So let's just say you're getting like cheap booked per call, cheap call bookings.
If my offer is 4K, what would you aim for?
Yeah, so I would aim for anywhere from like a 3 to 5x rise. Okay. Which, if you're really hitting retargeting, you could end a really good month off of a crazy ROAS. Sometimes offers get like a 10x ROAS in like the first week or the first 2 weeks. Cheap call bookings, 3 to 5x ROAS, and you're getting a back-end ROAS as well because you're getting like an affiliate structure. But I would just say cheap call bookings, 3 to 5x ROAS. So let's say...
Well, I meant for the cheap, like what's like a cheap call booking based on a 4K offer?
Yeah, so a 4K offer, I would say anywhere from like $20 to like $50. Now, I would even be good at like $100 booked per call with that. But like cheap call bookings, like especially in like the first month, $20 to $50 plus, which would be
really,
like...
that's achievable.
That's definitely achievable within like a week's time. This and the third, especially like in the first week you're like running it.
Is that industry standard, or is that like you're saying with just your model?
I say industry standard is around like the 100 to 150. People are really, really good with that. Sometimes, bro, like people are willing to pay like $300 plus for like a booked call.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say like $250 to $300 to be honest, but $20 to $50 is insane.
Yeah, I would still be good at like $100 to $150.
Right. I mean, it's like the offer is 40 times that.
Yeah. But when you're running retargeting, you can absolutely achieve these numbers, especially in like the first month, because like it has like that launch strategy. Now, that will be obviously if you're running a large budget, then you're running that. So what does this allow you to do? Well, even on, let's say like a $200, which you already have the model proofs, like the green light on this would be like, let's say 0.01 to like 0.05. Let's just say like cost per through play, which again, that's like a 10-second like view of the content, and then also like a click-through rate of I'd say like 5 to 10%. Which
for something to count as cost per through play, it has to be 10 seconds.
Essentially. You just like cost per through play, because the metric isn't like super important, but I'm pretty sure it's either 5 or 10 seconds.
At least 15.
Is it 15?
Or the entire. My videos are like 5 to 7 seconds.
I view that's at least 15 seconds or longer. So I would say 15 seconds, which is even better.
Up there it says like or the whole video, because my videos are Because whatever one's shorter,
Whichever
my videos
shorter.
are like 5 to 7 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like yours will literally be like the whole entire video.
Right.
Which is really, really, really good.
And you know what's crazy? That 15 million view video. This is insane. The average watch time is longer than the video.
No.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
That's actually insane. 124,000 people click follow off that one video.
Crazy,
bro. Yeah.
They click follow off the video?
Yeah.
So
I mean, there's obviously been unfollows, but like 124 individual people click follow.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
124,000?
Crazy,
bro. Crazy one thing to do. And then your CPC is going to be really, really cheap. So if I look at my, which is, it's the cost per click, by the way.
Yeah.
And you can see like super cheap CPMs on this. So cost per 1,000 people. And I lied about this too. Your click-through rate wants to be cheap on the what's it called, this, because people aren't actually like clicking through essentially like to a call. But
Can you reset that one more time? You said you want it to be cheap.
So don't worry about the click-through rate. But
Okay.
on this, the CPC, the cost per click should be cheap. So 46 cents per like a profile view essentially. 56 cents for like a person that pushes over to the funnel essentially. So for every single person, right, that is pushing over to the funnel, like if you're getting a 46 cents per that, and then you're getting, let's just say like, so let's say $1,000 times 0.0 times 4.46, $1,000 for 460 people DMing you essentially. So that's like that's about $2 per people that actually go and DM you.
To actually, okay.
Yeah, and then for you, so like if you're getting a booked call at that price, just about like that's kind of how that acts. Do you know like your DM to booked call ratio?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because it's hard to track that. Because I thought Hyper's track that, but that's for like ads.
Yeah.
But organic, they said it's really hard to track that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's pretty hard to track. I mean, you could do
manually, but that's like if you.
Well, you could do EOD reports, making your setter do like EOD reports and stuff.
But there's no way he would know how many DMs I'm getting.
Yeah. So, I think ManyChat is really simple to track that. Like setters do go and manually track that all the time. At least harder because like conversations.
Oh, you're right. I guess I could see how many times ManyChat triggered.
Yeah.
But I've been using that same CTA like. I mean, just the 115 million view video alone has like 200,000 comments. Is that insane?
Yeah.
200,000 people comments on that.
Crazy, bro. So like you could run that as a retargeting audience there too, and just literally push them to people that go here. Now, what little adjustments can you make? Now with this model, so like you could absolutely. So I'll just go over like endgame real quick here.
Yeah.
With this, you want to scale to 500K a month. Let's say you're getting like a 10x rise, right? I mean, let's say you're getting like a 5x rise, which I'm totally horrible at math. So like, what's like times 5, 100K times 5, and you're getting a 5x rise, you'd pretty much be having to spend like 100K a month on
to get 500,000.
Yeah, which if you spent, you know what I'm saying, like $100,000 divided by 30, which is like $3,300 a day, which is way more achievable than you like think, because that's pretty much like one sale.
It doesn't scare me, but what scares me, not scares me, but like what I never took action on is just like I didn't know the formulas to get there.
Yeah.
If I can see the numbers like you're laying out now, I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And like the industry standard for ROAS is what? What would you say, like 2 to 3?
Yeah, like 2 to 3.
And what you're pitching is like 3 to 5, even
but
10.
Even on that, bro, if you're spending 250K a month, what I would do just like for anybody that's like scared to spend this amount of money on ads, here's what I would do. So I would start at a small budget. So let's say you're starting at like, so like this is like how you make it like less scary and whatnot. If you start at a small budget, which is like $200 a day, let's say.
You said you had to spend at least 150, right?
Yeah,
or
spend at least 150. But here's how I would like scale to that 3,300 really, really, really fast.
I see what you're saying.
Let's say you're spending $200 a day and you get a sale after like 5 days. So you spent about like $1,000, right? To get one sale. One sale. What I would do is I would then take 2x what you spent on ads, for profit. So out of that 1K, you take $2,000 from that sale, and then you put the other 2K back into ads.
So it's a self-liquidating.
Yeah, self-liquidating. So you're still profiting that 2x, but you put this right back into ads. So you turn that up about like, let's say you're spending $200 a day. Let's say 2,000 divided by, let's say you need like 20 more days to run ads. So you spend another $300 a day on ads, essentially, because that's like the the standard, and then
Wait, sorry, really quick. Can you tell me how you got from 200 to 300? So,
yeah, so like there's $2,000 left. Let's say it took you like I thought it was like 5 days, but like what I did is I 2,000 divided by 25, so wait 10. So let's say you have so I thought this was like 10 days. So let's just say it's like 10 days.
Yeah.
And then you basically like spent well, let's just say it's 2,000, right? What I basically did is I like divided the 22,000 divided by how much more days you have in the month essentially.
Oh,
and then I spent that.
Okay.
But fucking fast math is hard to do
No,
sometimes.
you're
Or you could just like dump, because we're doing daily budgets here.
Yeah.
You could just like dump another like $500 a day until you spent that 2,000 and lowered it back to $200 a day to get another sale. Because eventually you'll know your sales cycle. But eventually, bro, you'll have like a 5x ROAS. So what does a 5x ROAS look like? Let's just say you spent 4,000 because that's like your cost, your actual cost. Let's say you spent 4,000 and you make back 20K, right?
Okay.
Which would be a 5x ROAS. So the way that you do this is you take back 80,000. So you take back 8,000. I mean, so 20,000 minus 8,000 because that's 2x of the ROAS. So you have 16K
I
to
see.
spend on ads.
Take half of that?
Yeah, you take 16K to spend on ads because you already took. Oh wait, you have 12K to spend on ads because mine is 8K because you took 2x as profit.
I see.
Profit. Let's just say that hypothetically. Okay, so what is? Let's say you hit a 4x ROAS on this. Well, is that 48,000? 48,000, and this is just hypotheticals. Okay, so you take 24,000 as profit. And you can even do less, bro. Like honestly, at this point, I'd just be doing less because you have proof of concept. Let's just say you decide instead you decide to take 15K as profit, or you make even, so you just like do that. So
I mean, also have people to pay out off that.
yeah, 45,000 times 15,000, $33,000, and then spend that, and then the cycle just keeps going. That's how you keep doing it. So like, let's say the $33,000 over that month.
So you'll never increase budget unless you have the success to show for it, or sometimes if there's not enough sales, we just increase the budget.
Well, to be honest, like if I know my cycle works, I do like to spend heavy up front.
You're pretty aggressive,
but not too heavy, because you got to understand, like let's say you're spending like $100 a day, and
that's not gonna do that much.
Yeah, but like after 15 days, if you don't get a sale, you could still get one sale and you'd still be like 5x profitable.
Yeah, that's
You know
pretty
what I'm
crazy
saying?
thing
But
about.
it's just so
yeah.
slow. So
You want to see results faster.
Yeah, so what I always tell people, bro, is I always tell people like, yo, you're not failing with ads until you spend at least what you're gonna make from. So for example, you're not the ads aren't not working until you spend
like
$4,000 to get a 4K.
Talk about in a month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially.
What
So
would that break down? So 4K divided by 30 per day would be
like 150 or some shit like that.
133.
133.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Or you said I need to spend at least 200.
So I would
Yeah.
try to get as fast as I can to 4K, as
Mhm.
fast as possible, essentially. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what that looks like.
Wait,
So
I see. Okay, that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Okay.
this is just my model. By the way, I tell clients to like do this.
What makes your model different than someone else, than the next guy doing ads? What's your USP?
Well, this model just logically makes sense, right?
Mhm.
Your content, your people are already coming from content. Most people are buying from content, people that are trusted brands. You're increasing the trust cycle essentially, and then they're
Mhm.
reaching out. Which, by the way, bro, when people go and follow you, your setters can automatically just reach out from here as well. They can go to the little notification bar and say, reach out to this guy, and then,
Wait, what do you mean?
well, like, because do your like setters reach out to followers?
Yeah.
So they'll pop up as follower. They'll say followed from ad, essentially.
Okay, yeah, I see
Yeah,
what you're
because
saying.
they go to the.
You don't have to
Instagram
wait for
profile.
them to get in the cycle again.
Yeah,
and then
but bro,
Yeah.
from here, like,
they're super warm if they go through that.
yeah, bro,
Yeah.
like from here, like if I go, for example, I test it out. Like I get my clients, I get Q's ads all the time. Like it would be hilarious if I just pulled this up and I got it.
Mhm.
I have 5 different ads that are consistently cycling, like over here all the time. Like bro, I just got this ad,
Yeah.
like right here. This is that CTA ad. If you guys see that I was talking about, it shows profits. It shows this and the third, like and this is the bottom of funnel.
Those
ad that I
image
was
ads
talking about.
are printing right now.
Yeah, they're printing right now. So like one set up 1 week. This is after I went and viewed all of the content that was in the first bucket essentially. They're getting hammered with like 5 different ones. So I bet if I keep scrolling, This
You'll
will,
find another one, yeah.
bro, this will show up as an ad that is like that's a different one essentially.
Are video ads better or image ads or both in tandem?
I just yeah,
Yeah.
you should be using both essentially because it's just about like, bro, if they keep seeing your fucking name
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
keep seeing your prompt.
Do you believe in? I mean, I feel like I kind of already answered this question as I'm asking it, but do you believe in this concept that the most trustworthy, like the best option, is typically the one you just see the most?
Yes,
Yeah.
essentially,
Yeah.
the one you see the most, because like, bro, they get sold on the business through your content, or they get intrigued. Then they get sold on the results from you, and they get sold on both. That's already 2 out of 3. To be sold on like everything else is based on the call, essentially. It's
Yeah.
off the call.
Yeah, I want to hit it as my friend always gives me this analogy. If like the marketing can hit it as close to the hole as possible, like a golfing analogy, the closest has to tap it in.
Yeah.
Like it just happens. And sometimes we have those. If they watch the YouTube videos, which I only have like 3 or 4, but if they like know my content and they read my article, like they're so warm.
Yeah.
They're so. I've had people literally tell me on the call like, why don't you just tell me like, why don't you just let me pay up at the beginning of the call?
Yeah.
They literally said that.
Yeah.
So
with this, bro,
yeah.
let's say you get to like 50K a month with this cycle, and then it's pretty much just there. So let's just say with this average cycle,
Okay.
you can reignite this campaign in like 100 different ways, bro. So I'll go over this. So one thing you can do is you already have other traffic cycles coming through. One thing you can do, bro, is you can take another custom audience of like owned audiences. So email list, article, viewers, whatever, viewers, booked calls, and booked calls and didn't close. Essentially,
okay.
that's one. Let's say
Wait, how do you even track that? Go high level?
close CRM.
Or use close?
I use close. We don't use GHL for any calling or anything like that.
But you use it?
We only use it for funnels, essentially. Funnels and certain automations and contracts. So, but this is just like owned audiences, like I don't know, like SMS lists as well, conversations. Well,
I have like 60,000 people on my email list.
Yeah.
And I've only converted 1.
Holy shit, bro.
Yeah.
There's we're just talking about ads, but there's like obviously things with email marketing you can do.
You know
as
what's
well.
funny? Like the one person that signed up for ads, he's making 20K per month. Crazy
bro.
student. Yeah.
Well, yeah, dude. Like, the fuck, bro. But what you can do, what do you think I'm gonna say here?
I don't know.
Well, these people, let's say your email list, like an easy way to go and convert these people is just throwing them in a model that's already working and going and targeting them.
What's the connect from emails to them watching my content? How would you do that? Because actually what I have in my emails right now are just like book a call.
Yeah.
No one books a call. And the people that book a call, they're from like a third world country and they have no money.
Yeah.
So that's actually a good point you just brought up. Like throwing them in a model that's already working.
Yeah.
But,
well, bro, you just answered your own question. Like, what do I do to get them to watch my content? You make another campaign, and this is like literally a Facebook setting, and you make it a retargeting engagement campaign. So like you can just retarget these custom audiences, which you literally just put your SMS list, your email list, your article viewers in there. You go and retarget them with this, and just your content.
You can target. So if I just have if I have 60,000 emails,
Yeah.
I can put that in Facebook.
Yeah, because people sign up with their emails to Instagram and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, bro. Dude, when I tell people I have 60,000 people on my email list, I've only converted 1.
Yeah, that's insane. That's retarded. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. But yeah, that's
That's like $500,000 right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because let me see, if we have 60,000 people, let's say like 1% of them, no, like what's a good percentage? 2%?
Yeah, we'll just say 2%.
2% of them actually like buy. Wait, that makes no sense.
Wait,
$5
why
million.
did you say 1,200?
Because 60.
I would just do like a 1% on like the email list.
Okay.
1%, 600, and this can obviously like it's not going to be like right away.
Yeah.
But
Over time.
yeah, like over time, $2.4 million. And it obviously depends how you go and get those people and how many are like good emails to send what your open rate is. But
dude, I need to do emails too. Oh my, it's such a big miss. I really feel the reason I care so much about this is genuinely because I know that I'm not functioning at my highest potential right now. I'm leaving so much on the table. $1 million to me per month would just reflect, okay, I'm trying my hardest.
Yeah.
That's really what it would reflect.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people with way less appealing offers that are just quite scammy and terrible
Yeah.
results, hit those months.
Yeah. Well, you're getting like fucked by ignorance tax right now.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
by Hermosi. The only reason you're not hitting 500K a month is because you don't know how to. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I guess I never made the connection. I just thought if they're not converting off emails, shoot, let me just go to like a different email platform. But I didn't realize, just putting it back into the funnel that's already working.
Yeah.
So on the emails, would you link my Instagram, or what would you do?
I would still push them to like I would nurture the people. So like you don't have any sequences set up right now, I'm guessing.
I do.
You do. Okay.
But it's all just a book call. No one takes the action to book a call.
Oh, got you. So I would seriously just warm them up for emails, give them a ton of free value on there, and then you set up an opt-in sequence where they go and like book a call with your team. This and the third.
So on an email, there's another email.
Yeah. So what was your book call email based on?
Just like what UGC is, like success results, and then here book a call with me.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, bro, this model is like insane here, like what you can do if you spend a lot more. Because what happens after this? So like we can go over emails and what you're getting too. Because bro, all you do is like for the custom audiences too, you're gonna blast a shit ton of emails on this. Like they opt in, they're getting like 2 to 3 emails a day for UGC, and they're getting spammed to your email list. And then I don't know what you're doing with SMS. I don't think you have ATP set up for SMS. How many people do you have on your phone number list, SMS list? Do you have phone numbers collected in
I don't
CRM?
collect phone numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should for sure.
I really
Start
should.
connecting phone
Do you
numbers.
do that? Do you do
Yeah.
SMS blast?
Yeah. So
What would that look like? What would that text look like?
well, it would basically look like, hey, we just opened spots for UGC Academy or like Shin Consulting, this and the third. If you want to get into this, I'm taking 5 more students on. Book a call with me here.
What's the book a call rate versus an email versus phone numbers? Is it dramatically different?
Well, if you think about this, most email, like a really good open rate for emails is 35%, like really good. Like it has to be warmed up to send the third.
I'm scared to hear what's SMS.
Well, usually you'll get like a 25 to 30%. Guess what SMS open rate is?
90?
99%. Oh, like
I've heard that before, but I don't know if that was true.
yeah, it's 99% based on like if they're good phone numbers essentially. Then you so bro, I'll just show you this. This is not for info, so this is not gonna happen for you. I'm gonna show you an SMS.
It's 99%.
Yeah.
I almost don't believe that,
Hold on, I'm gonna.
but I do believe it.
I have to find the sheet, but I'm gonna show you some crazy metrics we were getting on SMS Blast. Bro, most people are too retarded to run SMS Blast, bro, because it's super mature to run.
Why? What do you mean by mature?
It's like a really mature business to run, because it's like super direct response, bro. Most people don't want to go and do it. Bro, this is a metric that we were getting on SMS Blast for April. We spent $473 for an SMS Blast to 47,000 people. We made $99,000 revenue.
Gosh, bro.
$21,000% ROI. Now keep in mind, this is not for like info, it's for a prop firm. But on info, you can absolutely achieve crazy numbers for this shit, bro. This might look fake. I posted this on Twitter. People thought that shit was fake, bro.
I remember you posted something that, and it got me to slide up because I was like, wait, I don't think you wrote that correctly.
Yeah. But
Wait, hold on. So you spent $171 to make 84 grand.
yeah.
85 grand.
This is for like a prop firm though. Keep in mind, not for
Right. But the same concept would apply.
Yeah, same concept would apply. So
Why do you guys
track
start
it.
running this?
We still run this, just like NDA shit.
Yeah.
NDA.
This guy.
But bro, like,
So if the whole text message sequence is that fruitful, like what? No one's really doing that info, right?
people are doing that info.
Okay.
We do it for all of our offers. They print fucking cash too. They really
I'm
do.
leaving so much money on the table.
Yeah. But bro, with this, the
100%.
more people you put in here, this automatically pushes people to here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, let's say the booked call, a bunch of people are going in here and it's not performing the numbers that you want to make, which means what would usually look like. Let's say eventually, like let's say a period gets to let me just make a section right here. Where does section at? Let's say the main bottleneck here eventually, which means you're pretty much like stagnant at a certain number. So let's say receive bottleneck stuck at X ROAS, right? And so because your goals look a little bit different when you're trying to scale in a 100K a month campaign besides like a $200 a day campaign, you know what I'm saying? You're literally just trying to like figure out how you can be more profitable, how you can like scale more numbers. All you're gonna do is you look at your problem, and usually The problem with this is people aren't educated enough. People are more cold. This, that, and the third.
There's so many people coming in.
Yeah, people are cold, colder audience, and this can be like for whatever reason, bro. Like current market is X amount. Like people
Right.
are.
Do you see?
Christmas,
I mean,
this
you don't
and
know about it as much as I do, but like I don't see UGC going anywhere for the next 2 years at least.
Yeah, but buying cycles always change based on certain reason. You know what I'm saying? So like, people will always make money off of stocks. But people are trading less stocks nowadays because like
Crypto,
this and the third, and government changed, whatever. You know, whatever reason. Well, what you're gonna do, bro, is you're not gonna stop running this campaign. You're just gonna do a different creative, essentially, and you're gonna do a creative that tailors to your
warming
bottlenecks.
them up.
Yeah, which would be the same lead, but it would be straight to a webinar, essentially. And a webinar is going to basically be like a 60-minute VSL, besides like a 20-minute VSL of you live selling them and either pushing them to, William Rivera's model is pushing them to a mid-ticket product and later ascending them.
Yeah.
You can either do mid-ticket and then
Who's
later
William
ascend
Rivera?
them.
Is he the one that did 40 million?
I think so. He runs a huge offer, but
Is
his
he
whole
dating
thing-
that one girl that also does sales?
Yeah,
Okay,
Alexis, yeah.
yeah.
Or you can just push them straight to book a call after the webinar to high ticket. And so what's happening here? Well, you can also, just after this, go and retarget the people that don't show up to the webinar back into here and then push them to the people that actually go and book a call and consistently just retarget them with this, which is already working, or they'll go and buy off the webinar and then 2 of them are just consistently getting spam from you and this automatically tailors to people that will buy.
Yeah.
And you can also tailor this with your organic content. And then let's say you're getting, you know what I'm saying, a consistent like 100 calls per week off of a webinar, they're already warmed up. Bro, there's no way you're not hitting 500K a month just off this. I didn't even go over emails, I didn't even go over SMS, I didn't even go over certain organic strategies.
For Q Banks, was it webinars that you guys sold through, or was it book or call?
We sold book or call.
How many closes did you guys have?
We had about like 25.
And how many calls were booked for the entire month?
We had about like 4,000 book calls.
What was the close rate, do you think?
I think the close rate was around like 55, 60.
No way, really?
On that,
It was
yeah.
that high?
Yeah.
Holy, it was that high.
Yeah, based on the calls that showed up. So I'd have to go to live calls because we had to DQ a lot of people, obviously.
Right.
So like that was calls booked. Live calls is a different story. I'd have to go look at that. But
Did you have a closer manager, I'm assuming?
yeah, I had a sales manager. It's
Who's
always
your
me and a
sales
sales manager. It was Kitchen at the time.
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard about him. Yeah.
Now,
you gotta connect me with him, bro. He's so funny.
Yeah, he's
Contact, yeah.
hilarious. No, it's Daniel. Daniel's my sales manager for a lot of this. But
Yeah.
but yeah, bro, that's how you scale to 500K a month, and then like, dude, it just does that make like logical sense?
It does. I mean, you're just hitting them from all angles.
Yeah, and it's a model that's already working. You're just literally plugging more people into the model. You know what I'm saying?
Random question, but what do you think about live webinars versus like pre-scripted ones that are just kind of like a premiere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pre-scripted ones don't work anymore. They used to really well, and what Jeremy says, it's like those go in cycles. So there's times that they do work. There's times that they don't.
Because I saw the New Hot Brothers. They did like a scripted one, not a scripted one, but like a edited one.
Yeah, an automated one.
Yeah.
They used to work really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
They might later in the future, but live webinars are the move. And then, bro, for this, you just do a weekly webinar and you're scaling to $1 million a month. And that's usually how people do it.
Weekly webinar or bi-weekly? Because I think you said bi-weekly before.
You can do bi-weekly, but
Yeah.
like usually on cold, bro, you can just do a weekly webinar and then you'll scale to $1 million a month. It's crazy, bro. So,
Hey,
yeah.
thanks, bro. Thanks for $1 million, bro.
But yeah, boys,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of different things like we could go over too. Like,
Yeah.
for example, one of the things I just recommend, just throw a last recommendation is like, later on, if you want to run like a mid-ticket product and then you want to upsell ascend people, that's going to come from setters. So you just plug your setters into your community, they open an onboarding call, and they ascend people essentially. And then you have an affiliate framework based on your setters. You go and tell your setters to go and ask every single one of your students to put them in group chats with other people that could give them a really good affiliate rate. And then
What's a good affiliate rate?
at 25-30%.
That's what Hermosi does, right?
Yeah, but you can also do profit splits, so like the affiliates are also eating that, so you're not going negative on that. But like, bro, those people are gonna get you more money anyways.
Wait, what do you mean?
So like, for example, profit split. So I know your affiliates take a certain percent. Oh, they wouldn't take a certain percentage of that then.
No.
So like, so your whole margin on this then would be around 80%, so you eat like 50% off of that. You just make your closers eat what you took on that.
Since I have so many students that love the program and just like are so tapped into the community, you'd put setters in right now.
Yeah.
And just be like, hey, I hope your experience is going well.
As a success coach.
Success coach.
Yeah, and hop in an onboarding call with them.
Would that be my closer or my setter? Shouldn't be my closer.
Yeah, your setter. Yeah, because they're already in the sales process.
Why not my closer? Because
they're gonna go and book them on a separate call with your closer.
I see. I thought you meant my setters getting on the actual call.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
the onboarding or the success call is like, okay, we're gonna get them on that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate this, bro. Seriously.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Well, that's the move. I hope everyone sees like crazy numbers with that. But yeah, if you're a crazy fucking audience, bro, and you're not like doing that, eventually, bro, just like nobody scales to $1 million a month off of organic consistently. It just doesn't happen. So like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Go and do that, and then that's Andrew, boys. And
by end of the year, I'll be at $500,000 per month. Bare minimum. Bare minimum. I'd love to get to $1 million though. That'd be cool.
Yeah, bro.
But appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate you for coming and running up. So, subscribe, boys. That's it. Good job.